How's it going, everyone? My name is Trevor Duffner. I'm a third-year PhD student here at the University of Central Florida. While I'm talking to you guys today, please give me a break. I have a really bad cold right now, so I'll try to get through this and try to make this as clear as possible. But essentially, I'm talking to you guys today because I am recruiting for a research study where I'm looking at the functional and systemic responses to moderate and high isoinertial loading paradigms. Now, essentially what the isoinertial loading paradigm is, or an isoinertial device does, is it takes the force that you generate during a concentric portion of a movement, let's say the upwards portion of a squat, and it returns it to you as an eccentric, or excuse me, it returns it to you as an equal and opposite force for the eccentric portion of that movement, which we know is good for eccentric overload, which has been shown to be advantageous for muscular strength, hypertrophy, injury rehabilitation, as well as injury prevention. Now, for this research study, I am looking for resistance trained males. And what I mean by resistance trained males is that you do at least 3 sessions of resistance training per week, with at least one of those sessions being a lower body session. Now, if you are one of those males and you are interested in being in research, what I'm going to ask you to do is to come in for 13 different visits. It will take about 9 to 10 total hours of your time. Now, this whole research study will essentially be broken down into 3 different blocks. The first block is going to be your familiarization block. You'll come in, you'll do your general consent. We'll put you through familiarization of all of our procedures and our squat protocol. This will take about 2.5 total hours of your time. After that, you're going to go through a 14-day period where we're going to ask you to refrain from lower body resistance training. And by refraining from lower body resistance training, we mean absolutely no lower body resistance training during that time. You can do upper body resistance training, and if you play sports, you can do those sports as long as they aren't something that would make you sore. Now, I know typically 14 days off from lower body resistance training, people kind of turn their nose up at that. People are worried that they'll lose their gains. Research shows that it takes up to 50, or it takes at least 15 to 25 days for your muscles to atrophy due to disuse. So the 14 days that we're going to have or ask you to take off from lower body resistance training isn't going to mess with your progress or your gains, I promise. As well as the squat protocol that we're going to give you during the study is going to be more than enough stimulus to keep you on track and keep you going towards your goals. Now, once you're done with those 14 days refraining from resistance training, you're going to come in for exercise trial 1, which is 4 visits. The first visit will be your testing day. You'll come in, we'll draw your blood, we'll have you do a urine sample, and from this urine sample, we're just going to take your hydration status. That's it. When we're done with that, we'll put you through ultrasound and all of our pre-assessment procedures, our MVIC, active range of motion, a bunch of cool different things. After that, you're going to do our exhaustive squat protocol, and then immediately after the squat protocol, you're going to do post-assessments of all the things that we did before. And then we'll ask you to come in for 24, 48, and 72-hour follow-up visits where you'll just do all of our assessments one more time. This whole block will take about 3.5, 4 hours of your time. Then you're going to take a whole month off for the first 16, 17 days. Since you're taking 32 days off for the first 18 days of that, you can go back to your normal resistance training. You can do whatever you want. And then for the last 14 days, we'll again ask you to refrain from lower body resistance training before you come back in for exercise trial 2, which will be done in identical fashion to exercise trial 1. You'll do the pre-assessments, you'll do the squat protocol, and then you'll do the post-assessments and the same exact 24, 48, and 72-hour follow-up visits. Now, this sounds like a lot of times you may be asking, why would I want to do this? The first reason is research participation looks really good on your resume. I know a lot of you are probably going to PT, OT, med school, whatever it is. Showing that you want to be involved in research and getting to know the processes is a really good thing that you can use in your interviews for these schools, as well as it looks great on your resume. As well as I like to teach what I'm doing during my research. So if you come in and you have lots of questions and you want to know more about what I'm doing, I would love to explain these things further to you, which again, you can utilize for your future knowledge in these interviews, as well as in your professional careers. The second reason, which is usually the kicker reason, usually the reason people come in, most classes here at UCF in the kinesiology department offer extra credit if you are involved in the research. So I'm sure your professor likely offers you extra credit. So if you come in and you complete my research study, that'll give you extra credit for your course. Now, again, just in summary, essentially what you're going to do, come in for 4 visits, 5 visits. You'll be familiarized with all of our procedures, a squat protocol, take 14 days off, come back in, do pre-assessments, a squat protocol, post-assessments, and then 24, 48, and 72-hour follow-ups. Take a month off, come back in and do the same exact 4 visits one more time. So if you're interested, I think the professor in your class will have a flyer from me, or I'll have my email. Again, my name is Trevor Duffner. You can email me anytime. I'm ready to take enrollment right now. So if you're interested, or even if you just want more information, please reach out to me and I will get you guys started. And hopefully I will see you guys soon. Have yourselves a good rest of your day.